Chef Tony Matassa for BBQGuys.com. Today I'm going to be making a simple classic and my friend Katie's favorite, tomato basil bruschetta topped with fresh diced mozzarella cheese. All you need to make this simple dish is you need either some sort of a basting brush or something kind of like this, a container that's connected to a silicone brush. Whatever you need, whatever you can use to get olive oil onto little crostinis like this. You need to make sure that you get either a French or Italian bread, some sort of a crusty, kind of a rustic bread. You want it to be kind of hard, and you want to cut it into slices about a ½ inch to an inch thick, depending on if it's an appetizer or if it's going with the meal. And you're going to cut however many of them you need. Today I believe I have 15 here. You'll want about a quart of tomatoes, and the reason I say tomatoes in general is because you can use either grape tomato or Roma tomatoes, depending on what you have available. The easiest ones to use would be the Roma tomatoes, because the cherry and the grape, you have to do so much slicing just to get them the way you want. So you want to dice them up. You need about 1/4 cup of olive oil, extra virgin preferably. You need about 1 clove of garlic, finely minced or chopped. About 1.5 cups of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. About 1 cup of fresh rough chopped basil. About 1/2 pound of the fresh mozzarella. And freshly ground cracked pepper, black pepper, and coarse kosher or sea salt for sprinkling. I can't give you an exact measure on that because that's sort of a to taste type of thing. So the way you get started with this, you take your tomatoes, and you don't need a bowl to mix it all in. Dump your tomatoes in, your basil, your garlic. That's a little black pepper there, about 2 pinches. And I'll probably do about the same with the sea salt. And then what I like to do, you want to mix this up before you put your olive oil in, just so that the salt can sort of macerate the tomato, basil, garlic a little bit before the oil. The oil's going to kind of protect it from the maceration. Now if you're going to do this way ahead, go ahead and hold off on your oil, blend everything else up, and then right before you're going to place it onto the bread and get everything ready, then you'll mix in your oil. You'll drain it first, strain it out, because it'll macerate and pull a lot of the juices out, a lot of the liquids. So go ahead and strain it first and then dump the oil in. But since I'll be getting these on fairly quickly, pour my oil in now. And you don't need to go back in the refrigerator with this. You let it sit on the counter for 10, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how much time you have. I would recommend at least 10 minutes just for everything to kind of meld together. Make sure that your grill is preheated to about medium to medium high. You just put a little olive oil on over all of your crostinis. A little bottle brush like this makes it really easy. And if you do get one, try to find one that you don't have to clean out all the time. This particular brand, which I believe is Charcoal Companions, comes with this top that that pinches into the silicone part of the side, so that I never have to worry about. I can just use it and put it back up just like that with the rest, just like I would any other olive oil. Once you have them all olive oiled, we'll take them over to the grill. For the first round, we're just gonna stick the crostini on the grill for a couple minutes just to get them kind of toasted before we dress them up with the tomato, basil, and cheese setup that we have back at the table. Turn them over once. I like to go ahead and grill both sides. I don't know if you have to see this from there, but I like to grill both sides just to give it more flavor. But now that they've all been turned, I can take them back off the grill. Now all we have to do is top each one with the tomato, basil, garlic, and of course the cheese. While this is still hot, or at least pretty warm, you want to go ahead and sprinkle the Parmesan cheese on top of all of the crostinis. Now I do like to sprinkle just a little bit of salt, not a whole lot, and then a little black pepper. All you have to do is scoop out some of the tomato basil, and you'll place it on top of the crostini like that. It's a very simple dish. Once you have all of the crostini topped, you'll go by and sprinkle all of the fresh mozzarella on top of the tomatoes. Now if you want to go overkill, you go a little more Parmesan cheese on top. It's done like a true Sicilian right there. Never enough Parmesan. Put it on the grill. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed making tomato basil bruschetta with me with the Capital Grill. For BBQGuys.com, remember, we smoke the competition.